I just wanted to share what I've gotten done so far with the abandoned mine shelter. As you can see in the upper right hand, there's my budget. So it's getting kind of tight right now with what I have so far. I want to do a little bit more with this entryway. I've got some ideas for some arches and stuff, but honestly, I'm kind of waiting until I get done with the rest of it and save this for last. That way, if I do end up running too low on budget, which has happened on nearly every shelter I work on, that I'd rather that not be done than, you know, something out here that I want. So I've gone with just kind of a water park thing. So one of the big things I want to make sure everybody knows is you can put that whole entire freaking water slide inside the abandoned mine shelter. So I kind of just started with that. Now, whenever you try to place it, of course, it's too tall for anywhere but the center whenever I tried, because you've got a little bit of extra height there. So I just place it right there in the center, and I've just been kind of building around it. Some of this may change as I work on more. I got like this little ticket booth thing kind of set up for, you know, I'll flesh that out a little bit more. Got your vending machine right there. So it's still functional too. I've started over here so far. I've got like a little stage area with little instruments and stuff on there. And you'll see quite heavily use the oil lamps. I love the oil lamps because they just, the light that they give off just seems much more even than a lot of the others. Plus you don't have to worry about electricity. Now I'll tell you what, these little solar panels, I started with a massive generator right there and started doing different, you know, connectors and stuff first, but I'm finding it's easier just to plop down these little solar panels. I know, I see the irony in this, a solar panel inside a dark cave, but they work. So just keep that in mind. That's if you got some hard to get to areas that you need a little bit of power, you can do that. That was just kind of an experiment. Go around, I use these little corner pieces here to kind of flesh that out a little bit better. Got your fortune teller machine, got your shower area. I may move that around. These little dudes right here, the blue and white tiles, I bought the entire kit. If you buy this bundle, it comes with the chairs and these two. You have to be careful with these, at least if you're in power armor. I'm always in power armor, except for now, because I will get stuck in them if you don't sit down. If you're in power armor, you can't sit down, and if you go under this umbrella, you're stuck. Whereas if you are outside of power armor, you still get stuck, but you can tell him to sit down, and once you tell him to sit down, then you can get out of it. So there's kind of a quirk with these. Be kind of careful when you're working about them. Let's just out a little bit more. Right now I've got kind of framework of a hot tub area. This is on Xbox, and I've been playing on PC for the longest time, and I just started on Xbox recently, so I'm missing a lot of my plants that I need. A lot of the trees and stuff, so I'm kind of waiting for those to show up. Get some more plans for those. In case anybody hasn't seen the water slide, here's the water slide. I haven't fleshed all of this out. Again, this is just to give people ideas of what you can do with it. I just thought it was really cool that you could put this inside this big cave shelter. And then I'm just really curious to see what other people can build, you know, around this, utilizing this. I'm not a top tier builder by any means. This is what I started with. I started out with a series of platforms and stuff all over the place because I really wanted to take advantage of the verticality of this shelter. And then they had this water slide, and I was like, dude, that's perfect. So I've changed quite a bit. I'm gonna probably end up doing something completely different with that. There's your water slide. This area here. We can go in. We can go in through the top. We can go in through the bottom. Wherever. I'll go ahead and go down this way. I like things that have some kind of flow to them, where you're not trapped and you have to turn around and go back the way you came. You know, it's just a little pet peeve of mine whenever I'm in other people's camps. Down here, I've got all the crafting stations and stuff here for now, just to try to give some functionality to this. This area here, I floored it, put some concrete steps there. You can sink those way in so you don't have a little, don't have to worry about, you know, stubbing your toe or whatever. It's a smooth transition. This is going to be kind of a living quarters area. I've got a little hammock and that, so I'll get some weights. Flesh this out a little bit more. Go through here. Catwalk area. Get around view. Work on some other stuff this way. A little cooking station. I've actually got an issue with I bought the Camden Park. This is kind of not related to any of this, but I'm on Xbox, right? And I bought the Camden Park. Oh, because it was going to be good for this, but as you can see in the upper left hand, I can't use it. So I've got to open a ticket with Bethesda support because it's got the yellow atom, meaning yeah, you purchase it. Then on the right, and you'll see to the right of that icon is a red padlock, and then on the far right you'll see it says find plans to build this object. So it's stuck. I can't actually use this or build it anywhere. So right now I've just kind of made this little cooking area there, that way we have all of that. Got your special allocation sign. I think everybody's seen the working water slide. These chairs come with that bundle too. More oil lamps. These little chairs do too. Also come with that. I don't know if you can hear it. It's just kind of like the little tire rubbery sound it makes when you sit in it. It's pretty neat. The little details like that. Anyway, yeah. So this is what I'm working on right now. I'm really curious. I think the possibilities with this shelter have been pretty limitless. It's one of these that you're so unlimited that I come in here after I bought this and I've just been kind of tinkering with different ideas, and sometimes you just get kind of stuck because there's like so many different things you think of at one time that you could do. So this is what I'm working on. I'm curious what other people are working on. If you have any suggestions or ideas you want to share for this, let me know. Thanks.